They say venture capital is all about trust, connection, and timing. But what happens when the very people who are supposed to believe in founders suddenly disappear? When emails go unanswered, calls are ignored, and meetings fade into silence without explanation? If you've been in this world for any amount of time, you've felt it, that gut-wrenching punch of being ghosted by a VC. It's not just frustrating, it's a gut-level betrayal that shakes the foundation of everything you thought this business was about. But what if the reasons behind this silence were darker, more real, more urgent than anyone's willing to admit? And what if understanding those reasons could flip the script entirely, give founders a real shot at breaking through that ghost town of empty promises? VCs ghost founders, not because they don't care, not because they don't see potential, but because the system itself is choking on what real founders bring to the table: raw authenticity, stubborn independence, and a refusal to fit neatly into the VC comfort zone. VCs are drowning under piles of pitches, but it's not the quantity. They just can't handle the kind of founders who burn. Those who bend the rules, who see the game for what it is, who refuse to play nice with safe concepts or comfortable cliches. Those founders get ghosted because they threaten the neat boxes VCs want to check, the easy narratives they want to tell themselves to justify their decisions. This silence, this ghosting, it's not personal. It's a rebellion against the disruptive spark founders bring. And here's where the heartbreak lies. Founders internalize this silence as failure, as a sign they're not good enough, not worthy. But that's the biggest lie of all. The real reason VCs ghost is because these founders are too real. They refuse to shrink their vision to fit the VC's mental model. They ask questions that make investors uncomfortable. They refuse to be processed or optimized into easy investment cases. That's scary. That terrifies a system built on consensus and comfort. So investors pull back, they vanish, because the fire these founders carry could burn down the old way of doing things. But make no mistake, ghosting is not the end. It's a call to arms, a brutal, raw, unforgiving challenge to every founder who's been left hanging in that deafening silence. It's a moment to rip apart every excuse, every self-doubt, every bottled-up frustration. Because the founders who survive this ghosting, the ones who rise above, carry more than just ideas. They carry transformation. So, what do you do when you find yourself ghosted? When the calls stop, the emails die, and your future feels like a cold void? First, don't beg. Don't chase the silence with desperation. It will swallow you whole. Instead, own your sovereignty. Remember, your will is your weapon. The real power isn't in convincing others to see your vision. It's in mastering your own. If a VC ghosts you, that's their loss, not yours. Their silence means you're stepping on the cracks of the old system. That's validation, not rejection. Next, question everything. Don't just accept that ghosting is normal or part of the game. Ask yourself, what if there's a way to create relationships that transcend these shallow interactions? What if there's a way to attract investors who aren't looking to create noise but want to build essence? Don't just pitch your idea, craft your reality. Show not what your startup is, but what it is becoming. Investors can't ignore transformation. They fear it, yes, but they also gravitate toward it when it's unstoppable. Be selective with who you align yourself. The world of venture capital is filled with shadows and mirrors. Don't waste your energy on those who don't burn as fiercely as you do. Find the few who see your fire and fan it instead of trying to smother it. Relationships with the right VCs don't come from mass emails or flashy presentations. They come from intentional connection. Conversation that challenges both parties to grow. Invest your time like gold, because eternity favors the long game, not quick wins or viral pitches. And here's a secret that most founders never hear. Liberation comes through transformation, not persuasion. You won't change the system by trying to fit inside it. You break it by refusing to accept its limits. Build your business, your pitch, your narrative so radically aligned with your truth that ghosting becomes impossible. When the essence you radiate is that strong, Silence is not a weapon. It's a dead end that investors can't ignore. They will be drawn to your light because it's different. It's real. It's alive. Understand too that this struggle, the ghosting, the silence, is the thin door to something greater. When the easy path is cut off, the only road left is the one you carve yourself. So use this silence to build your story from the inside out. Turn the ghosting into fuel, not poison. It's a signal that you're stepping into a deeper game, one where your individuality, your refusal to settle, your constant becoming is the only currency that matters. Remember that the system rewards obedience and punishes the exceptional, but you do not have to play by its rules. The biggest mistake is trying to please everyone to stop the ghosting. Doing that, you lose yourself. Instead, appeal to that rare breed of investor who sees in you not just a startup, but a mission, a movement, a revolution. These are the people who won't ghost. They'll challenge, push, and expect more. But you'll never disappear from their radar. And finally, be patient. This is not about quick wins or instant validation. The best founders know that true progress comes from the long game. The obsessive, deliberate work to be better every day, to outlearn, outlast, and outshine the noise. If ghosting teaches anything, it's that your journey isn't in the hands of others. It's sparked and sustained by your relentless refusal to be ignored. So if you felt that silence wash over you like a storm, lean into it. Harness that unbearable tension inside, that itch that says you are meant for more. You are not just a pitch, a product, or a project. You are a force waiting to be unleashed. Investors who disappear simply haven't built the stomach for that power yet. Your task isn't to chase their approval, but to become the kind of founder that no one can ghost because your presence, your mission, your fire are too loud, too true, and too alive to resist. The world does not need another founder begging for attention. It needs a rebel who refuses to be silenced. A creator who burns so bright the system has no choice but to bend or break. You are that founder. The ghosting is a signpost, not a stop sign. Stand taller, burn harder, and watch how silence turns into a roar. You've got the spark. Now let it consume the fear, the doubt, the silence. Because in that fire lies a new world, one where you don't just survive the venture capital game, you change it forever.